Washington, a republic, is not built upon the will of one man. We fought a revolution to escape the rule of a king. If a leader places his judgment above the people's voice, then what was the revolution for? Lincoln. And what if the people's voice fractures, General? What if that voice splits into fury and blood? When the Union began to tear itself apart, there was no single will. There was chaos. Washington. Chaos is not justification for concentrated power. Liberty includes the right to err. The people may stumble, but they must remain sovereign. Lincoln. And if their stumbling destroys the nation itself, when brother raised arms against brother, hesitation was not wisdom, it was surrender. Washington power expands easily in times of fear. That is precisely when restraint matters most. Lincoln. Restraint is virtuous until it allows injustice to thrive. Washington. A president is a servant of the people, not their savior. Lincoln. A servant must still act. During the Civil War, I suspended habeas corpus. I made decisions many called tyrannical, yet I did so to preserve the Union. Washington sharply. To preserve liberty by limiting liberty? That is a dangerous paradox. Lincoln. When a house is on fire, you do not debate architectural theory. You extinguish the flames. Washington. And once extinguished, does the firefighter relinquish control or grow accustomed to command? Lincoln. I submitted myself to election in the midst of war. If I had desired power for its own sake, war would have been the perfect excuse. Washington. The strength of a republic lies in self-restraint. That is why I stepped down after 2 terms. Power must rotate or it corrodes. Lincoln. And yet, General, had I stepped aside in crisis, what message would that have sent? Leadership requires endurance. Washington. Leadership requires humility. Lincoln. Leadership also requires courage to stand alone. Washington. You suggest that in moments of crisis, the leader must rise above the people's divided will. Lincoln. Not above, but ahead. A leader must sometimes see what the crowd cannot yet see. Washington. That belief has justified many tyrants. Lincoln. And blind obedience to majority rule has justified oppression. Lincoln. Tell me, General, if the majority supports injustice, does the leader follow? Washington. He persuades. Lincoln. And if persuasion fails, Washington. Then he trusts the process of the republic. Lincoln intensely. While men remain in chains, Washington. Revolutions are dangerous things. Change must be measured, or the foundation cracks. Lincoln. Sometimes the foundation is already cracked. Slavery was not a minor flaw, it was a moral fracture. Washington, I knew its evil, yet I feared disunion. Lincoln. And I feared moral decay more than disunion. Washington. So you believe the leader may override the people for the sake of principle? Lincoln. I believe the leader must protect the nation's core ideals, even when the nation itself hesitates. Washington. And who guards against the leader's own ambition? Lincoln. The Constitution, elections, the people's judgment in time. Washington. Time can be too late. Lincoln. So can inaction. Washington. A republic survives because power is limited. Lincoln. A republic survives because someone defends it when it is attacked, even from within. Washington. Fear is the eternal enemy of liberty. Lincoln. Disunity is the eternal enemy of survival. Both men soften slightly. Washington. Perhaps the truth lies not in dominance of one over the other, neither the unchecked will of the people, nor unchecked authority of the leader. Lincoln. But in balance. Washington. The people are the foundation. Lincoln. And the leader is the guardian. Washington. Guardians must remember they serve. Lincoln. And the people must remember they are responsible for whom they choose to guard them. Final confrontation. Washington. So where is the line? Lincoln. The line is drawn by conscience and corrected by accountability. Washington. Conscience varies. Lincoln. Which is why no leader rules forever. Final moment. Calm but powerful. Washington. Then we agree on this. Power belongs to the people. Lincoln. And the leader holds it only in trust. Washington. If he forgets that, Lincoln. History will remind him.